Sports Foundation, which is a great gun organization. And so Whitney would like to talk to you about some things. So Whitney O'Daniel, some of you have not heard of Whitney before, but he is a very knowledgeable and great guy. Whitney?
Thank you, Richard. Yeah, it's Whitney O'Daniel with the National Shooting Sports Foundation. Obviously, NSSF acronym is probably better known as SHOT Show, the shooting, hunting, outdoor trade show that goes on in January, where your local gun dealers and manufacturers get together to show off products. And thankfully, because of social media today, many people who haven't been able to go to SHOT Show because they're not in the industry themselves can see the good stuff coming. First, I want to tell Richard thank you, and to the ISRA board, and to everyone associated with IGOLD. Long story short, 2003 was the first year that the Democrats controlled the Illinois Senate. Sorry, I was just in Missouri yesterday. And, you know, obviously we faced big threats. Blagojevich and Emil Jones were trying to ban semi-autos. This was the first time that manufacturers started organizing. We went into the manufacturing facilities, had them write letters, bring their employees down to the Capitol. And, you know, it was the first threat we'd really faced. They've been picking at us, but this was huge. And then we go forward 4 or 5 years, and obviously it's one of those things where you're always worried about a 50 cal ban or a semi-auto ban from a consumer standpoint, obviously from an industry standpoint. And then magically there was a great event that happened called IGOLD. And I remember that being over at the Secretary of State building the first year, and then it's grown and grown and grown. But everyone that's here, thank you so much for coming. And look to your left, look to your right, and thank those people. And those that weren't here, ask them, where were you? Because this is not going to get any easier. I'll be honest with you, I haven't felt this kind of concern, deep concern, since 2003. Some of the stuff that's been going on in the Illinois Senate as of late has got me very, very concerned that the liberals that are there running the chamber know that we are being complicit. And we've got to be more aggressive with our communications. And that being said is that while we ask you to be polite, ask your neighbor to be polite, and ask their neighbor to be polite, it is tantamount that we have this communication going on. We have lost some friends and we've gained some new friends. But by doing so, we've got to educate a lot more folks. First and foremost, let's look at what we have in the Senate, and we look in the House. We've got some really good friends still left, but they're outnumbered. Just as we are outnumbered on the street, they're outnumbered in that Capitol. So we're going to have to do some more education. From an industry standpoint, go to your local gun dealer, make sure that they're talking, make sure that there's the point of contact for a lot of people to communicate with. Please ask them, you know, hey, what's going on? You know, what do you hear? Just this last week, the National Shooting Sports Foundation sent out an email to the gun dealers that are in the state with a PDF attachment asking them to print it out and post it in their store regarding 2 bills, dealer licensing and lead ammo ban. We think those are, from our perspective, that's going to be some of the stuff that's going to keep going for the next few weeks through the end of session. Obviously, they won't get their way. They'll be back for veto session, et cetera, et cetera. So please be diligent. If you want more communication from NSSF, go to the NSSF website, sign up for bullet points, completely free. You'll understand more from the industry standpoint, and we'll be glad to keep communicating to Illinois folks that way. But I wanted to tell Richard particularly, thanks for letting me be part of the team. Thank you.